Hello everybody, I got this pack of silver coins, or some will be silver, some will be part silver, some will be copper nickel. I got it from eBay. I paid £37.50 for it. I've had this quite a while now, but I've been waiting for these Whitman coin albums to arrive to put the coins in. These are all empty. These ones are sixpences, 1902, that one goes back to. Shillings, also I think that's 1902 as well, yeah, 3 there for shillings. We've got florins here. That goes back to 1911, and these 2 half crowns also back to 1911. Some of these I've had for a long time, but some of them, you pick these up from eBay for about £6 average. They're all empty ones there, as I said. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, these are not for reselling, they're just for me, for filling up these albums. Look at these stamps. They're going to be a thing of the past soon, stamps like that. They're all going to have barcodes on after January 2023. It's a shame. What do you think of that? Right, can I cut along that one? I'll cut along there, I think. I'll cut into anything. There we go. Okay. Okay, check there's nothing in there. Nothing in there. Paperwork. Yep, get that out of the way. Right. Looks like some coins have fell out. Let's put them to one side. Look at this, lots and lots of coins all falling out. These are all sixpences by the look of it. Right, this isn't good. It's not packed very well. Oh my god. Right, oh god, look at this. So it looks like we've got sixpences there. There's a load of florins, shillings in that one. Half crowns. It looks like they've all been sorted into different denominations, but that was not what I saw in the eBay picture. Now, this is not what I saw in the picture on eBay. They're all in one bag. It was a pretty poor picture and a bad description as well, but they're the ones I like to take a gamble on. And these, I said, were sixpences. They're not. They're threepenny bits. They're threepences. I haven't got any albums for them. I wanted them to be all in one bag so I could pick them out at random. So let me have a think. What can I do? Okay, as you can see, I've taken them out of the bags. They were in different denominations in the bags. I've tried not to look because I want to look the same time as you. I want to see what's there at the same time as you. That's the way I like doing these videos. Okay, first one. First one's Victoria. Sixpence. What's that? 1871. So the very first coin I pick out predates all my albums. Well, that's going to be solid silver, or 92.5% silver anyway. 1871. All right, I'm going to go and look at that one up now, see if I can get some info on it. This has a mintage figure of just over 3.5 million. Now this one has a die number on it. Just above the date you can see the number 21 there. And in this condition it's going to be worth about £3. But this is not about the value of the coins. This is just about filling my album up. I'm not going to resell these. Okay, next one. We have a florin here. This is a 1947 florin, copper nickel, no silver in this one. 1946 would have had 50% silver, and before 1920, 92% silver. But anyway, it's the first one for the book, so let's get it in there. Now this album, Florins from 1941, I wasn't too happy with it because in the past someone stuck sellotape, sort of sticky tape over there to keep the coins in. Well, that's not good, is it? So I will be replacing this album, but for now, let's get this one in place. There we are, a mintage figure of nearly 23 million of that one. Now, it says there, look, Ind Imp, which is Emperor of India, admitted from the reverse from beginning 1949. So I think they should have put that down here, shouldn't they? Not there. Next is one of the threepences, threepenny bits from 1885, this one. That's very nice. That's a little Victoria, but I've got no album for that, so I'll just put those to one side. Now we've got a florin from 1928, so that will be 50% silver. George V. So there it is. And it says 1928 new reverse design, just over 11 million. So if we find one before 1928, we'll have a look, see what the difference in design is. That's that one. A shilling this time from 1949. That's the English design of shilling with the lion facing to the left. Let me just grab a Scottish one and show you the difference. Yeah, there is a Scottish one there, so there it is. See the difference? That's the lion rampant facing forward. Now the Scottish ones were not minted in Scotland. I think they were all minted in Tower Hill in London. Put me right if I'm wrong on that one. So there we have 1947 Scottish and 1949 English. I've just noticed this album's got a sticker on it. Supplied by Harold Stroud, 58 Darwin Street, Blackburn. A 1950 florin. Over 24 million of those. A 1947 florin. We've already got that, so that's a duplicate. Move that one out of the way. There's a shilling. Oh, 1949 English. Another duplicate. Aha, now. A 1920 half crown. This is very nice. That's a George V. That will be 50% silver. If it was the year before, if it was 1919, it'd be 92% silver. But very nice, nevertheless. So there we are, 1920, nearly 18 million debased silver it says there, which means it's the first year of 50% silver. But still worth about £4, I think. There's a shilling from 1966 with the 3 Lions of England on it. Now this album's a little bit out of phase, isn't it? Not lined up very well, but there's an English 66 there. No mintage figures. Obviously they knew the 65 mintage figures, but not 66 when they made this album. When they badly made this album. Oh, there's a sixpence. 1918 this time, so that would be 92% silver. George V. Oh yes, I like that. Over 27.5 million of them made, so probably a couple of quid. Still nice. There's a 1960 shilling, that's Scottish this time. Scottish lion on there. There's the 1960 Scottish, 14 million of those made. The one you're looking out for is the 1959 Scottish, only just over 1 million of those made. There's a 2-bob bit, 2 shillings from 1955, but very common that one. Nearly 26 million of those. Oh, there's a shilling from 1929. That'll be George V. They didn't do the English and Scottish versions, that didn't start till 1937. 19 million of those, probably just £1 for that one. Another 47 florin, we've got that. Well, there's an older one. What's that? 1923. So that's George V. Quite highly minted, 21.5 million. It's not bad condition, but I say about £3 for that. Please put in the comments if you think I'm wrong. So when we found that 1928, it said new reverse design. So I said, when we find an older one, we'll compare them. So there's a difference in the designs. There's a shilling, 1946, so that will be 50% silver. First year, the last year they were 50% silver. In 1947 they will be copper nickel. So there we have 1946 shilling, English, 18 million of those. I won't price them all up, but all the info's there if you want to have a look yourself. And there's another 1947 florin, that's 3 of those now. 1967, last year of the 2 shilling. There we are, 1967. There's no mintage figure in this book. It was obviously printed before they got the mintage figure, but I will put it down here. Okay, let's carry on. We've got a florin from 1948. Very common, that one. George VI. Oh, look at the state of that as well. I'll put it in there for now and hope to find a better one. Massive mintage figure, look at that, 67.5 million. Oh, that's Irish, isn't it? Yeah, Irish 2 shillings. Oh no, it's an Irish 10p. 1971, that one. Oh, that got in there. There's another florin. Oh, that's lovely condition. 1945, so that would be 50% silver as well. Oh yeah, that's the best one yet. That's very nice, isn't it? One of my favourite coin designs, this, by artist George Kruger Gray. You can see the KG there for Kruger Gray. We've got the crown at the top, and there's the Rose of England in the middle there. And on the left you've got the thistle for Scotland, and the clover on the right for Ireland. I should say the shamrock. But what's the saying? All shamrocks are clovers, but not all clovers are shamrocks. Lovely design that. Absolutely love it. Nearly 26 million mintage, but in that condition, surely looking at £5 there. What do you think? Right, there's a 49 English shilling. Already got a couple of those. There is a 1958 English shilling. 14 million of those. Now I've got half crown. 1953. And that is beautiful condition. That's almost uncirculated, isn't it? Another fantastic design there. This time it's by Edgar Fuller. I think you can see the initials down there. Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas. You see the EF and the CT at the bottom there. And there it is. Nearly 4 million of that one. And there's a sixpence. What's that? 1902. So that's right at the beginning of the album. Edward VII, 1902. There we are, the very first one, apart from the odd verse up there, the very first one in this album. A mintage figure of 6,367,000 of those. But look at that, lovely. 1950 florin, 2 shillings, that's another duplicate. I've got a sixpence from 1965. All the mintage figures have been handwritten on this, so this was minted obviously before the figures came out, but there it is, 1965. 127,872,000 of those. Oh, I'll grab two sixpences here from 1957, Elizabeth II, and there's a George V, sorry, George VI one there, 1949. 1957, there we go, and 1949. Sixpence, shilling, florin, and a half crown. Right. So we've got a 1961 sixpence there. Again, that's been handwritten. I think that says 115 million there. There's the shilling. That's 47 Scottish, so that's a duplicate. There's a George VI florin from 1940. That's not bad. That's 50% silver. There's 1940, last one in this album. 18.7 million of those. And the half crown is 1929. Again, 50% silver. Nice. 17.6 million of that one, so I'm going to say around £3 to £4 for that. Okay, there's a 1966 sixpence. Mintage figure hasn't been written in on that one, but it's very, very common. Right, 55 florin, duplicate. Another 47 florin, that's a duplicate. And that's a 48, that's slightly better than one I got in there. Very, very common, but I'll replace it with this battered one that we found earlier. And slightly better. There's 10p, 10 new pence from 1976. We don't need that one. There's a 47 English shilling. Have we got that one? No, we got the Scottish version. The English version's down there. 12 million minted. What's that? That's another 47. Another 48 florin. Lots of florins. 47 Scottish. Definitely a duplicate. What's this? 1928. So that's George V, isn't it? That's 50% silver, that one. 1928. There we are. 1928. Just over 18 million minted. Oh, there's a shilling. Scottish 61. That's one of the scarcer ones, isn't it? 61. Yes, only 2.7 million, and that's low for the shilling. And it's in lovely condition as well. Look at that. You'd probably have to pay £5 or even more for a Scottish shilling in that condition, 1961. Oh, that's lovely. That could even be the best find so far. There's no silver content in that, but very scarce. Oh yes, lovely. Right, let's grab a few sixpences. There's quite a few of those left. Right, what have we got here then? 57, that's a duplicate. 56, very high mintage figure, that one. 109.8 million. 66, that's a duplicate as well. 1960, another high mintage figure there. 103 million. And now we've got a 1925, that's better. Look at that, it's not bad condition for 1925. A little bit of corrosion or tone in there. But that's very nice condition. So that's 50% silver, but we've got 12.7 million. That's not too high for a sixpence. A couple of quid for that, what do you think? There's another sixpence, but oh dear, that's terrible. Is that even going to be readable? George V, can we get a date out of that? Yeah, 1922, but terrible condition. Yeah, what's it say there? 16.8 million, so not a lot of value in there, in that condition. We got there 49 florin. Not the best condition, but we haven't got it. So it might as well go in there for now. Yeah. Yet another 47. Oh, that's an older one. 1936. And not bad condition either. There he is, George V. Lovely. Let's have a look at that one. Just under 10 million minted. So if I wanted to buy that in that condition, I'd probably have to pay £4 or £5 for that. So that's not a bad find at all, that one. Very nice. There's a half crown. 1923, but not the best conditions. That's going to be a 50% silver, but yeah, it's pretty worn, that one. 26 million of those minted as well, so in that condition, probably you could probably pick that up for about £1. Right, the last of the sixpences here. 1960, that's a duplicate. Same as 61. What's that? 55 and 63. There's 1955, and there is a 1963. Both massive mintage figures. There's 5 shillings down here, so let's have a look at those. There is a, oh, it's a 1929. We've already got that. I think the one we got slightly better condition than that as well. Right, there's a Scottish 57. I think that's a repeat as well. No, it's not. We haven't got one yet, but we have now. There's a 1955 English. Over 45 million of that one. The last 2 shillings, 1950 Scottish and a 1932 there. There's the 1950 Scottish. And there's the last shilling, the 1932 George V. That'll be 50% silver and 12.1 million. So I think if you wanted to buy that, probably a couple of quid for that one. Just 4 more coins left. And they are a 1948 florin, which is a duplicate. This looks like a George V. 1931 florin. There's a mintage figure of 6.5 million, so that's not too many, is it, for that? So that's not a bad coin, that. I like that. What do you reckon? £3 or £4? Please put in the comments what you think, whether I'm underpricing or overpricing these coins. But I do like that one. We've got a 1963 florin, very common, no silver content, not really any value in that one. The very last coin is a 1921 half crown, a little bit worn, 50% silver, and with over 23.5 million minted, probably only about £1 if you wanted to buy that one. I'm looking to see whether I can put some of these obverses in with the spares, but I've got no Edward VII or no George V spares. No George VI either, or the 1953 obverse, but I have got a 1960, so that one can go in there. Onto the shillings, no Edward VII, but I did get a spare, what was that, a 1929, so that can go in there for the obverse, George V. And I've got a few duplicate George VI, so there's a 1949, that can go in the obverse in that one. And I didn't get the 53, but surprisingly I didn't get any Elizabeth II duplicates at all, so I can't put the obverse in there. I didn't get any spares for the George V obverse, but I've got plenty of George VI's, so there's that one from 1950. That can go in there for the obverse. Now the next album, 1941 to date, has got another space for an obverse, so we can put another one in there. Put that 1948 one in there. And for the half crowns, we didn't get any duplicates at all, so I can't put any in there. I also got these silver threepenny bits, which I'll have to get an album for. So we're 1933, 1935, 31. What's that? 1937. There's a 1912. That'll be solid silver. And 1902. That'll be solid silver as well. Head to the 7th. So let me know what you think. Did I do all right? Filled lots of spaces, but obviously loads of spaces still to fill. So there's certainly more gaps to fill. Look at this lot. I'll certainly enjoy hunting for those. And I got all these spares and ones I need to get albums for as well. Thank you very much for watching, and as usual, please subscribe if you haven't already. It's absolutely free, and I'll see you in the next video. I will be buying more job lots like that and videoing them.